Hello and welcome to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol and I'm so glad you've joined us today. So I hope you're enjoying our new format. We've got some longer and shorter classes. We've added some new sections to the Bottoms Down YouTube channel homepage to make it easier to find classes by length or purpose or body area, so be sure and check it out. And if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. Don't forget, it's free and we'd love to hear from you. So leave a comment. Now in today's practice, we're going to explore some poses to get that body moving and engage our natural fat burning capability. So you'll only need a chair for today's class, and let's get started. Okay. So we're going to sit up nice and tall in our chair and we're going to move forward, right? So we don't want to be leaning back. We want to be moved forward. Let's go ahead and think about planting our feet on the floor. We call this grounding in yoga. So we're grounding our feet to the earth, basically. And we want to make sure that we have those 4 pressure points. So if you naturally pronate your feet, right, I want you to really pay close attention to having all 4 of those pressure points equally weighted on the floor. And the next thing I want you to think about is grounding your sits bones. So we tend to, generally we favor one side or the other. It's just a very common thing. So I want you to consciously think, just like we're thinking about our feet, consciously think about keeping those sits bones grounded and keeping that weight equal. Okay, so we're going to lift our heart up, feel that belly engage, pull those shoulders out of the ears, place your hands lightly on your thighs, close your eyes or soften your eyes, and connect to your heart center. So this is time just for you. Let go of everything outside of this room and just focus on your heart center. Now we're going to connect to our breath. So just feel your natural inhalation and exhalation. We're going to move into that diaphragmatic breath, that belly breath. As you inhale, the belly extends. We're filling the lungs from the bottom up. And as you exhale, you're going to actively pull the belly button to the spine and push the air up and out of the lungs. Do that a couple of times. Now we're going to do that 2 more times and see if you can make your exhalation maybe 5, 6, 7 counts where your inhalation is 4. I just want you to make that exhalation longer than the inhalation. Go ahead at your own pace. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intention for today's practice. One more breath here. Bring your hands back down to your thighs. Open your eyes. See how that feels. Good. Let's drop our right ear to our right shoulder and feel that stretch. And go ahead and drop your chin towards your chest. Let's drop our left ear towards our left shoulder, feeling that stretch. And let's drop chin to chest one more time. Lovely. Go ahead and look to the front of the room. Let's look over that right shoulder. And look center, and look over that left shoulder. Oh yeah, that should feel really good. Go ahead and look center and roll. Shoulders roll up, back and down. And up, back and down. Let's add the breath. Let's reverse it. Inhale as they come up. Exhale as they roll down. Inhale as they come up. Exhale as they roll down. And release. Beautiful. All right. Let's do a little cat and cow. We're going to place our hands lightly on our thighs, belly button to spine. Round your shoulders, tuck your chin, look at that belly button. Let's lift up, grab the back of your chair, squeeze your shoulder blades behind your back, lift that heart and feel that cow pose. Let's do that again. Round it down into cat, tuck your chin, lift it up into cow. We're going to add the breath here. Inhale into your cow pose, exhale into your cat pose, inhale into cow, exhale into cat. Can we do that one more time? Inhale into cow. And exhale into cat. Yeah, that feels good. And release. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to start in extended mountain. So you're going to take those hands up to the ceiling. Shoulders are down. We're trying to touch the ceiling with our fingertips. Beautiful. Take your right hand down. So we're going to try to touch the floor with our right hand and try to touch the ceiling with our left. Lengthen through, lengthen through, lengthen through, and release. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Let's start in mountain pose. Shoulders are down, belly is tight, trying to touch the ceiling with our fingertips. Left hand comes down to the floor. We're stretching through, extending, stretching. One more breath and release and roll those shoulders. Oh, yeah. And reverse it. All right. We're going to take that right hand, place it on the outside of this knee, other hand back behind, extend the spine, and a seated twist. I'm looking over that shoulder, right? We're just breathing here. And release it, and let's go to the other side. You've got this. Extend and twist and breathe. One more breath here and release. Beautiful. All right, let's do a little bit for our legs. So we're going to take that right knee and we're going to open it nice and wide. Let's take this arm, bring it all the way across our body, grab the chair, extend the spine long first, then you're going to turn and look over the back of your chair. So don't leave out that lengthening of the spine piece. That's really important. Let's release it, and we're going to do that again. All the way across the body, extend and twist. And breathe. And release it. Beautiful. We're going to let this knee fall straight down towards the floor, and we're going to start into a crescent lunge. Now, the first version of crescent lunge is your knee is straight down towards the floor. Your hands are just resting here on your thigh, and that could be where you want to stay, and that's a great version. But if you've got a little bit more availability in this leg, you're just going to press it back behind you. I'm still up on my back toes, though, okay? I'm lifting my heart up. So whether you have the knee bent or not, you want to keep that head up towards the ceiling. Heart is lifted. Let's release it and let's do it one more time. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Heart is lifted. Feeling the stretch. One more breath and release. Okay. So the same leg, we just stretched the front of that leg. Now they're going to stretch the back of the leg in pyramid pose. So we're going to extend that leg long, toes are to the ceiling. Lift first, hinge forward, hands are on thighs for support. And we're feeling the back of this leg stretch. Do you feel it? Keep that back flat, right? So like in cat pose, we were rounding. Well, in this particular pyramid pose, I want you to keep the back flat. Don't round. It just maximizes the stretch. We'll just go ahead and lift up. We're going to do that one more time. Extend first. Keep the back flat. Let that heart fall. Oh, yeah. And release it. So remember, we're warming up, right? So just be very gentle. Okay, let's do the other side. So we're going to take this knee and we're going to open it up nice and wide. So notice how to begin with, you should be beginning to feel a nice stretch on those inner thighs. So let's keep these knees open. This knee tends to want to fold in, and I would want you to keep it open. Even if you need to heel toe your foot in a little bit, I would rather you do that and keep the knee in alignment with the toes than have your foot out here and your knee forward because you've got a little tightness in that inner thigh. Okay, does that make sense? Keep those knees in alignment. All right, here we go. Bring that arm all the way across your body. Grab your chair. Crown of the head lifts. We're going to turn and look over the back of the chair. Now right here, everybody turn and look at that knee. What's happening to your knee, right? Is it folding in? Don't let it. Let's release that and do it one more time. See, I know, I don't even have to see you, and I know what's happening, right? Grab that chair, crown of the head lifts, turn and look over the back of your chair. It's just natural for that knee to want to fold in. But I don't want you to let it release it, right? Okay, knee down towards the floor. Remember, you can stay right here. Great version. You're stretching the front of that leg, everything is fine. If you want a little bit more, push that foot back behind you. You can hold on to the chair if that feels a little bit better for you, or you can have your hand on your thigh. It doesn't matter. Ha! Let's release that knee and do it one more time. Here we go. Press it back. So kind of the back of the kneecap towards the ceiling is the feeling that I want you to have. Release this glute, so we don't want to have a death grip, as I call it, on that glute. We're kind of relaxing this leg, feeling the front of that leg stretching, getting that quadricep muscle and that hip flexor. All right, let's release it and face forward. Okay, pyramid pose, right? Extend that leg out, toes to the ceiling. You can have your hands right here for support. Lengthen through the spine, belly is tight. Let your heart fall forward. Ha, breathing. Let's lift that heart and do that one more time. Remember, we're warming up though. Don't do anything drastic. We're warming things up. We're taking it gentle. We're being gentle with our bodies. One more breath here and release it. Okay. Let's grab a sip of water. Okay, we're going to come to standing on the right side of our chair. Now, we're going to be doing a plank series. And what's really important is that your chair is on carpet, or it can be on a sticky mat. I just want to make sure that your chair doesn't slip and slide. The other thing that's super important is that your weight is pressing down and not out, okay? All right, so just a couple of things to think about. Let's go ahead and take a step back, right? So we want to not be right up against our chair. We want to take that one step back. We're going to hinge forward. Place our hands in the seat of the chair. Bring your heart forward, all right? So remember, always, you can keep your wrists straight and come up onto those fists if that works better for you. It's fine, okay? All right. I'm going to keep my hands flat, but really either is fine. Okay, so now what we're going to do, our belly is tight. So this, what's super important through this entire plank series is that your belly stays super tight and that you don't release those abdominal muscles, okay? So you want to keep this super, super tight. We're going to take a step back. And we're going to take a step back and we're going to bring our weight forward, okay? So here we are in a plank. You didn't think you could do a plank, did you? You can do planks. Here we are. We're doing a plank right here. Now I want you to pay close attention. If you feel like your hips are beginning to sink, I want you to really actively pull them up and try to keep that it's called plank for a reason, right? So we want to keep that stability, that line between our shoulders and our hips and our legs. Same kind of thing if you're lifting those hips up a little higher. I want you to really focus on bringing those hips down. Okay, one more breath here. Take a step forward, roll it up, and give those wrists a little break. Okay, so I want you, while you're taking your little break, I want you to watch me, and I'll show you the next things we're going to add on. You can pick and choose, right? This doesn't work for you, hang out. If you want to be behind your chair and you'd be doing plank instead of on the seat of the chair, on the back of the chair, that's fine too, okay? All right, so here we go. What we're going to do, you just watch me real quick. Remember, we stepped back, brought our heart forward. Now we're going to add a press. Now, the presses in yoga are not, our elbows stay in and back, right? So we're pressing down and we're lifting up. So we're working the back of our arm, okay? So my elbows are not wide, my elbows are back. Okay? You want to give it a try? Let's do it. Come on. All right. So we're going to take that step back, right? Hinge here. We're going to put a hand in the chair. We're going to bring our weight forward. Step back. Step back. Make sure your weight is forward. Make sure your elbows are into the side waist. Are we ready? Here we go. We're going to do 3. Bend those elbows. Press it up. Bend those elbows, or your belly. Is your belly tight? Press it up. Are you keeping your plank? Don't let those hips sink. Press it up. Step forward, roll it up, and take a break. How you doing? Okay, I want to show you the next thing we're going to do, and this is the last piece of this, okay? We're going to do a hover. So if you've done mat yoga, you may have done a hover, but we're going to do it in our chair. All right, so we're stepping back. We're going to hinge forward. We're going to put a hand here, our weight is forward. We're going to step back and step back. Okay, and here we are in plank. My weight is forward, right? My weight is not back. My weight is forward. I'm pressing down on that chair, not out. Now, all I'm going to do is just like we did a minute ago with our press. We're going to bend our elbows, but we're going to hold it in this hover position. And we're holding. Our belly is tight. Our hips are not sinking. One more breath. Press it up. Step forward, and release. How did that feel? Can we do it one more time? One more time, and then let's just press our hips back into a downward facing dog just to get the backs of those legs a little bit of love, okay? All right, here we go. This is it. Last one. Hinge forward. Hands are in the chair. Heart is forward. Step back. Step back. Heart comes forward. Weight is forward. Ready? Let's come into that hover. So who needs weights when you have your whole body weight to work, right? My arms are shaking. My belly is shaking. I'm working. My metabolism is increasing. One more breath. Now, just see if you can shoot your hips behind you. Let your heart fall forward. Let your head just kind of hang out here. Should be a nice stretch. One more breath. Take a step forward and roll it up. Very good. Okay. Whew. Take a little breath here. So the next pose we're going to do is called dancer, and it is a balance pose, but you've got the chair right here, right? So that's what I love about chair yoga, is that you can use it. If you want it, you got it. If you don't want it, you don't have to use it. It's okay. It's great, right? Okay, so put your weight into the leg next to the chair, holding on. Does everybody hold to start with? We're going to bring this other leg to tabletop. So remember, belly button to spine. That is the key to any balance pose you do, is belly button to spine, lift those pelvic floor muscles, right? So we got this whole stabilization happening right through the center of the body. Now, with your right hand, you're just going to slide along the thigh, across the knee, grab your ankle, and let that knee fall down towards the floor. Now, I will tell you, if you want to grab your pants leg instead of your ankle, do it. It's okay, right? But what I would like for you to try to do, and I just noticed mine wasn't quite there, try to get this knee, those two knees even, right? Okay, this could be right where you want to be, and if you want to try to let go of the chair, there's a beautiful dancer right there, right? Now, if you want a little bit more, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my foot, I'm going to bend my standing knee, I'm going to push my foot into my hand, create a little back bend. Now, if you want to really add on, here I am, extending that arm out. And I'm breathing. And I'm breathing. And I have one more breath here. Now listen, let's come out of it all together, right? Grab that chair if you want it. Bring that knee back down. Let go of the ankle, come back to that tabletop, put the foot down mindfully. And let's come to the other side. So if you've taken any of my classes where we've done a balanced pose, you know how important it is. Let's go ahead and get started while I talk. We're going to put our weight into that leg. We're going to hold on, bring this other leg up to tabletop. You know how important it is to come out of a balanced pose mindfully, right? So we want to think about what we're doing and come out of it on purpose instead of just falling out of it, so that we're training our brain. All right, is your belly tight? Are you lifting your pelvic floor muscles? You can kind of find that spot on the floor in front of you that's not moving. Concentrate on that spot. Put the tongue in the roof of the mouth. All those things help. All right, are we ready? Let's slide that hand down across that knee. Grab that ankle. Knees are down, even with one another. Remember, this could be your version right here. You don't have to do that back bend. You've got the dancer pose right here. But if you want more, so I'm going to press this ankle into my foot. My standing knee is super soft, right? Don't lock that knee out. You want to have a little bit of cushion there. It gives you more stability. Belly tight. Press that foot into that hand. Extend that opposite arm out. We're breathing in our dancer pose. It's beautiful. One more breath here. All right, let's come out of it mindfully. Everybody, bring that knee back down. Release. Bring that knee up. Put that foot down mindfully. So good, you guys. So good. All right, let's have a seat. And we're going to grab a sip of water. Okay, we're going to move into that half Lord of the Fishes pose. So we're going to take our right knee, open it nice and wide. Feel that inner thigh stretching. Take that arm, bring it all the way across your body, grab the chair. Crown of the head lifts towards the ceiling, and then we're going to turn and look over the back of our chair. Let's release that and do that one more time. Lift and twist. And release it. Okay, we're going to let this knee fall down towards the floor. Press your foot back behind you if you want it that way. You're up on those back toes. Heart is lifted. Crescent lunge. Let's release that knee and do that one more time. Pressing the back of the kneecap up. Heart is lifted. And release. Good. Face forward. We're going to let this leg extend that leg out, toes towards the ceiling. All right. Lift. Let that heart fall forward, keeping the back flat. Let's go ahead and lift up and do that one more time. Don't forget to extend the spine first, then let that heart fall forward. And release it. Okay, we're going to do our pigeon pose. So you've got options here. You can cross your ankle to ankle if that feels better for you, or you can cross ankle to knee. Let's extend the spine long and let our heart just fall forward. You should be feeling a pretty good stretch through this hip and glute here. Let's lift up and rock our baby. So we're just kind of moving that joint a little bit. All right, let's do that again. Extend the spine long. This time I'm going to put my elbow here on my knee, and I'm going to put my chin on my fingers and press. And if you don't like this, it's okay. Just do the other version. It's all good. One more breath. And rock that baby. Okay. And the final version, you've got two others. If you'd rather either of those two are fine. Or extend your hands up towards the ceiling, out as far towards the wall in front of you as you can go, and then let those hands just drop towards the floor. Release that, and let's do the other side. So we're going to take this knee and open it nice and wide. Bring that hand all the way across your body. Grab the chair. Crown of the head lifts. Turn. Look over the back of your chair and breathe. Let's release that and do it again. Lift and twist. And release. This knee falls towards the floor, pushing that foot behind you, lifting your heart into your crescent lunge. Let's release that and do it again. So it's kind of thinking about pressing the back of the kneecap up towards the ceiling, and you'll really get a nice stretch in the front of that leg. And release it, face forward. Okay, this leg is going to extend out, toes to the ceiling, lift through the spine, let that heart fall forward. Let's go ahead and come up. Do that one more time. Extend and hinge. Okay, pigeon pose. We're going to cross either ankle to ankle or ankle to knee. Lengthen through the spine and let that heart fall forward, feeling that stretch in this hip and glute. All right, let's lift our heart up, rock our baby. And do that again. Extend first. Oh, let's put that elbow here, chin on fingers, pressing gently. And up we go. Rock your baby. And you can do either of those two versions, or if you like this one, extend the arms up to the ceiling, out towards the wall in front of you, and let that heart fall forward. And release. All right, let's sit back in our chair. You can lean back now. Just place your hands lightly on your thighs, palms facing up. Close your eyes or soften your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Those who win. You don't win by trying to win. You win by doing something useful, valuable, helpful. You don't win by being popular. You win by being good. You don't win by putting others down. You win by lifting up as many people as you can. You don't win by saying you care. You win by putting your care into effective action. You don't win by controlling others. You win by exercising positive, purposeful control over yourself. All the world benefits from those who win. Be a real winner again and again, and make life better for everyone. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with your right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with your left hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say, Namaste. thank you so much for joining today. Remember, if you would click on that subscribe button, I would appreciate it. Leave me a comment, and I will see you next time.